Korea. We were doing different research projects into different countries for a geography class when I was in middle school, and I was assigned Korea. And so I had friends that got different countries, and we were talking about it, and I really became interested in just the culture, the history was really interesting to me. And then I started watching dramas and music, and then that added on, and I always wondered maybe I can go there one day and see if I can at least be there for a certain amount of time. And I've always liked English, so I thought maybe I could teach. And then it became the goal to go to Korea to teach English as a foreign language. So I do want to travel maybe elsewhere, but right now Korea was the target option. It may have only been 1 week, but I really like Lexis Korea. I know Lexis Korea actually has a Busan location. And so once I think I get a little bit settled in, I might take weekend classes. Because I like the style, I like the program, the way it's built, in terms of each week there's of how the schedule works. I think I'm able to learn Korean. It allows you to learn Korean at your own pace, whether if you want to go really fast or take an extra few weeks. So I'm thinking of maybe in September, October, to have a little more money saved up. Taking classes again at Lexis and continuing it, because I like that I'm able to understand a language in such a short amount of time. Earlier I was, yesterday, 2 days ago, I was going around with one of my roommates, and she speaks very little English, but every sign I was reading out loud, and she'd help me pronounce. And she goes, "Oh, you couldn't read that a few days ago." I said, "I know, but I can slowly read it now." So it's fun, being able to learn a new language. Borderless House is a service that is meant to co-inhabit. It's organized so it forces you to talk to someone who is from Korea. They will purposely put you in a room with a Korean person. They try not to put you with a different foreigner, even if they're from different countries, to try to get the experience of speaking another language, and also giving the opportunity for your Korean housemate to talk to you, whether that be in your language or in Korean or whatnot. Once in the house, my roommates and my housemates have all been really welcoming, really fun. They each have a different level. So one only wants me to speak to her in English because she's trying to get more practice. Another doesn't speak English at all, so we are translating, we talk a little bit slower, and then I have another one who she can understand me, but when speaking back sometimes, we have to change words so we can understand each other. So it's interesting to get the different forms of communication, and it's nice because every little question I have from how do you use this, because maybe in the kitchen, or how you organize the trash, and little questions, or because it's much more complex here than it is back home. They will, whatever they're doing, they'll stop what they're doing and they take the time to answer any questions that I have. So it's been a lot of fun, and they take the time to help me, which is something I wasn't expecting, because usually with housemates you have your own schedule and you're busy. But I was really lucky to be able to have housemates and roommates that want to take the time to get to know me. So I have 4 housemates, 2 roommates, they're both Korean, and then of my 4 housemates, 3 are Korean and 1 is Australian. And they range in age. 2 have just graduated high school, so they've only been in Seoul for a few months. So they're new here too. I mean, they're Korean, but they're still new here too. And so it's fun because we're kind of exploring together. So even though this is their country, I haven't been here before. I live way over here, I live way over here. So it's been fun to see. And then I have another person, she's in her late 20s. She's been here for a while. She's just has the whole career option going, and so it's nice to get a little bit different experience from everyone. We all have different schedules. So one of my roommates, she is on the advanced team, and right at the end of the month there's a big competition. So when I'm going to sleep, she's leaving because the rehearsal is in the AM, because that's when they have time to train. So it's interesting of who goes out and who leaves and goes when. But she had Saturday free, so her boyfriend, who's from Seoul, says, "Oh, you need to go to these places." So we went to the palace. We went there a little bit late, so we could only walk around the outside. I saw, I don't know what's the king's name. He created Hanguk. I saw the statue of him. We went, he walked Insadong, the shopping areas, and he spoke a little bit more English, so anytime I asked like a history question, he tried his best to answer it. A lot of translated apps, but it was great because my roommate, she was like, "Well, what is this?" And he's like, "Oh, well, it's this, this, and this," but in Korean, and then he would try to translate in English for me. So it was great because we got a tour of a few different areas. It was a restaurant. It was almost like a buffet style, and you chose like different kinds of tteokbokki. And then there was like, it was almost like street food, but in like a restaurant, and you chose which ones you want. And then you cooked it together with and got to choose your sauce. And then after that we had the ice. Yeah, it was really good. I tried, it was at this chicken restaurant. I don't know if this is really Korean, but they put fried chicken. They had like this tteokbokki dish, and they put fried chicken in it. So it was fried chicken and tteokbokki. It's huge. Yeah, it was really good. It was really good.
It got me confused.
Yeah, it was a lot. I don't know, it was at a chicken place, and that was, I guess, one of their dishes, and so it was really good. Tteokbokki is probably my favorite. I've been eating a lot of, I know it's bad, but convenience store food, like GS 25 and 7-Eleven, because we just don't have it. Like in the United States, it's very different. It's often told to be avoided. Whereas here it's like a little triangle box. Yeah, they're really good. So, and then like the little banana milks. I got really excited on my first day, and I think I had 7 of them on my first day. The prices of the food here are a little bit cheaper than they are in the United States. I just feel like it's more healthier too, and they're more formal restaurants. Where I'm from, it's very popular for drive-through, and the promotions of everything's under a certain amount, but it's people, even though it's cheaper food, people try not to go there because it's not good for you. Whereas here I feel that even cheap convenience store food, there's still, the people making it are still trying to think of people's welfare, or health at least. So I feel like people who are used to eating this food and go to the US would probably get like either sick or have problems with that food, whereas coming here it was a lot easier. There's a lot more vegetables here, and then there's certain things that are more expensive. I'm finding like meat. Things are like $20 where they'd only be $5 back home, but then other foods that I can't find at all, like gochujang, like small ingredients, are very readily available here, and you may find at a store for a very expensive price. So it's interesting just to walk through supermarkets and how they're laid out, and the importance of more vegetables and rather than the instant food. We have a whole section of just frozen food, and that's not really a thing here. So it's interesting, and it feels motivating to eat healthier. About a month and a half after I applied to get a scholarship here, I was chosen as one of the winners. I thought there were many winners. I was very surprised to realize I was the only one in LA. I was really, I think, honored. I enjoyed different giveaways and the fun stuff, and this is the first one I've ever won. So I was really shocked, and I was excited. Because I felt it gave me a door. It opened a door that I didn't think I had. So the whole process was really seamless. Every month, if not 3 weeks, I got an email consistently asking about any questions at all. And it was and sometimes I said, no, I have no questions. And then some months I had 10 questions. And it was the little things that may not have been a big deal to Lexis Korea Share House, but was a big deal for me coming to This is the first time I've ever really gone to a country where I do not speak the language, where the culture is not completely different, but there's different expectations here, and for me to be very conscious of that. So any questions I had about any of that at any time was always readily available to me. So that was something that I think I was relaxed coming here. I have a lot of people, are you worried? Are you, they've had that very almost gasp of, I was like, no, it's okay. They're going to take care of me. I know they are. I would definitely recommend gogohanguk. I know that there's other campuses around the world. I definitely recommend this system just because of how really friendly and how easy it is to move here, to get here once you're here. To have, I guess, support, and to know that you have support from teachers, from other students, from maybe people that you live with, as well as just experiencing Korean culture. It's so much fun, and it's definitely something different. At least for my culture, it's definitely something different. And I hope that because I do have many friends that have been asking, how is it? And if they have the chance, I really do want at least my friends to come on, because I think they would love it even more than I would, or even more than I am right now. So.